Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter-century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Baltita, Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
I'm a lot better course so far.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Staying with Robinson. brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rodgers throwing on third down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Down, and at the end, he loses the football. It's not free. And the Cowboys scoop it up. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then, Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the
I wonder why that
turnover and
happened,
giveaway
though.
possession.
Why the fuck
But
was
these
he...
opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel, different formations, to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there, other than a critical giveaway.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few.
Oh, back to play this week, though.
Down started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Tight end going in motion here. Dak now from the gun. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing third and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Putting the tight end in motion. Prescott now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Rodgers coming back after the pick. Complete out to the right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So that brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one's complete to London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Robinson will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here. Take 30. Go right. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Atlanta! Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Prescott here from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he stopped cold out. Oh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Working quickly here. Hand off on 2nd and short. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10 now. Throw complete to Lamb. No one around. He's got space. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys would take the lead with a score. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Going ground game again here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That throw behind his intended target.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st down, ball at the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Falcons scoop it up. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return. He'll send this one away. Turpin with a return. Returns looking good so far. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. From the red zone now. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Turpin with a return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, we're running with Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Offense up to the line fast. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down, Rodgers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot. Time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Got a man, it's London. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hey, take 26.
2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Rodgers out of the gun on 3rd down. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at him, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Ku all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Turpin with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. That's Lamb running the slant. Still going inside the 35. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys need only one to take the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's got the squiver. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Rodgers here from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Again, Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Hey, 88. Number 50. Take 30. Hey, take 26.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Forced out to his right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A touchdown. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. A pistol snap here, Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. That throw finds Algier. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. now trailed by just a point in the fourth. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Turpin with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Milton. Catch made over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's second and 7. Throw left side, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys jump in front late. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting on the ground with Algier. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They send the tight end in motion left. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here he is to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. That one's covered on the left sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for the Falcons.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Setting up to pass. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. The back grabs it. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe?
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
That keeps the score Cowboys 35, Falcons 34.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation. They take a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.